Today I'm going to replace the laser batteries in my Smith and Wesson Bodyguard 380 handgun. Whether you have an Insight integrated laser or a Crimson Trace integrated laser, the batteries are the same and the method for replacing them are the same. So let's get started. Okay, this is the original 380 Bodyguard. It has the Insight laser inside this one. However, the newer units use a Crimson Trace integrated laser, but the disassembly is exactly the same as what we're going to do here today. So the very first thing you need to do is you do need to field strip and remove the slide. The laser's down in here, and you need to pull it out from the top here. So in order to do that, you would lock the slide back as such, then bring the takedown lever down, and you gotta keep going, kind of force it around a little bit into this direction, and then it'll pull out this way. Okay, so once that is out, you just grab it firmly here, take the slide backwards, and the slide stop releases, and just slowly allow the slide to come right off the front. Very good. I do have a cleaning video for this gun as well, and I'll link that down in the description. And while you're down there, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you don't mind. I really appreciate the support. Okay, so the laser sits right here, and it's going to come out using a very, very tiny Allen key that fits in that screw right there. The Allen key, it will come with your gun. This particular one is extremely tiny. It's not something most people are going to have. This is actually a 0.035, measures 0.034, but it's a 0.035 hex key or Allen wrench. And I will also link in the description in case you've lost yours, so you can order a new one. All right, so you just take the Allen key, unscrew this screw. The screw is captured, so it's not going to come out all the way. So just keep unscrewing it until it doesn't move anymore. All right, now it's going to look like that. And what you can actually do, you could use a screwdriver, but what you can actually do is use this takedown pin as a lever. And gently pull back, and you'll see the laser start to lift up. And once it lifts up a little, you just gently put this underneath and pry it up some more. Just be gentle, and then the whole laser assembly comes out just like that, and there are your batteries. Just take note of the orientation of the batteries before you pull them out. You can look at mine. We're just going to pull these out like that, and we're going to open up our package. You get a good quality battery, such as Energizers 357, that's the size. Also LR44 is also a cross-reference for that, so you can use that size as well. Okay, now that I've removed the batteries, you can see the positive and the negative side. So you want to make sure you get the batteries in the right way. So we're going to open up the batteries, and it's best not to actually touch these kinds of batteries with your bare fingers. The oils that get on the batteries can decrease their life. I'm going to just go ahead and put on some rubber nitrile gloves here, just to protect the battery and give it a little bit longer life. I'm going to get rid of these old batteries so I don't confuse them. All right, so the plus side is toward me on a button cell battery. This side is the plus side. You see the plus right on there. So that's going to go that way. This one goes the same way. So there you have it, that's the way. You can actually test it by pressing, this is a membrane here. That's actually what see the red laser working there? It's actually what the button presses on. All right, so now we're ready to put it back into the frame. It's gonna go in this orientation. So you do wanna just set it in there. Push it all the way down. Make sure it's flush in there. And then go back in and retighten the screw. You don't want to crank it too tight. You don't want to strip that screw, but you want to make it snug enough that it's not going to come loose. So just kind of good and snug. All right. Now we're just going to reassemble the firearm. Very simple, just line up these notches with these rails. Just slide it right on, straight onto the straight on, and then we're gonna take the slide all the way back, press up on the slide lock, lock that into place. Just want to make sure that the barrel is all the way forward. If you kind of see in there, there's a little blockage you want to put all the way forward so you can see through there. Okay, then you want to take down tool. There's a notch in the top. You want to put it in notch up. Press down. And while you're pressing in, bring it around. Kind of press it in. You might have to work on it a little bit, but press it in so it's sitting just like that. It's got a little resistance when you move down, but it snaps back up. Good to go. Now force the slide backwards, slide lock releases, then your gun is back in shape. Okay, so now your laser should be brighter now. Oh, it's much brighter than it was with my other batteries. Now you want to make sure that your laser is still accurate. Best way to do that is to take it to the range and actually shoot a few shots at about 7 yards, 21 feet. Make sure they're accurate where the dot is, but you can kind of get an idea. Make sure the gun is unloaded, of course, even though we're in there. And then you want to aim the laser at something that's about 21 feet away. And you line up your sights at the laser, and that looks pretty darn good. The laser still looks lined up. Perfect. All right, we are good to go. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.